Hello, my name is Marc, and this is a short informative video on having gone to court yesterday, to our federal court, to see John Conroy and company press their coalition for repeal motions in federal court. And on that, I'll start off by saying John Conroy did an excellent job of presenting our case, and my hat's off to him for that. The other lawyer for our side did a very good job of presenting what's called irrevocable harm issues, and I was really impressed with the Crown's response to irrevocable harm, because his defense was that the irrevocable harm to the patients was insignificant and irrelevant to the government. And the irrevocable harm that really had to be addressed by this court was that these new pharmaceutical corporations that are spending millions of dollars and are being denied market entry because 80% of all the cannabis supplied to the medical dispensaries, in other words, the people with medical need, actually come from MMPR growers. And until they're gone, there isn't enough market for these new guys. The Crown commented on that, saying, as far as I can see, he didn't agree. As far as I can see, the MMPR people are saying the new guys need to compete against us, and it's totally unreasonable to have these people kicked out of the marketplace to allow these other people who've never done, new players. What can I say? Now, another big thing that was discussed by the Crown, and actually Conroy referred to it as well, was this Harper versus Canada / Attorney General, which was done last year in order to accommodate the elections expenses, but it's an Elections Canada ruling. Now, I'm from the Marijuana Party of Canada, and these two guys, both sides were quoting this as being relevant to their case. So I've got to do some research there. It has to be relevant to my cases, which I'm proceeding with. Okay? Another bomb dropped by the Crown was that his response to the affordability issues of cannabis are not a federal matter, but a provincial matter. And he wants to strike all those arguments out of the final court dates arguments. And you know what? I'm going to provincial court, and my case is based on the affordability, which is really cool. So that was another real nice bomb they threw at me. Okay, which I really appreciate. Now, what they said there was that they are going to go to going to trial, and it's getting ruled on Friday, and they expect to be in court in less than a month, because this status quo of having two suppliers can't last indefinitely, because both both Crown and Conroy were looking for like 8 months, 6 months for the dates, and the judge said, no, next month, and actually ordered the Crown to make early dates available. Now, on another issue, I filed what was a 6-line response to the MMPR coalition, warning them that I was going to be dropping documents with the sheriffs and on Conroy and company to comply. Through and it got posted, and it got a diatribe of insults and a few supportive comments. Okay, now I just posted this 3-page defense for this rude 6-line document. That was the intent, to shock some people and react. And I sure got a lot of reaction. But, what can I say? I have to do this. The letter explains it well. I'm party whip of the Marijuana Party of Canada. Okay, I can and did file a mandamus to have these records seized and inspected, and it will only take a half an hour to inspect. And, if there is no malfeasance there, then all Conroy has to do is apologize to this nice little old lady, because she's concerned that she doesn't want to be part of this class action suit, because there's less than 2% of all the participants in the program are actually undersigned in that suit, and it became private informations unpublished at a pretrial or in chambers meeting a couple of weeks back. Okay, at that time, this lady showed concern because, these guys are not the nicest people on the planet. The Crown especially, and they might have included all members, and that's ridiculous. Okay, because it's like, oh, we're going to win, so we're going to clue all these people in, because without it, we really don't have an argument that we have enough majority to do this. And so we asked a very simple question. Is Karen on the list? And they refused to answer. And when a lawyer refuses to answer, you have to accept that he's sidestepping the issue, and the answer is yes. So we asked a basic question, get her off the list, and address the list. And if the lists were changed to include everyone, not just the undersigned, then as I see it, that's a giant violation of fiduciary trust, and it shows coercion and collusion by and from the bar, who is led by the AGs of BC in BC and the AG of Canada for Parliament. Okay? Now, that's who I served. Okay? And if there's a collusion between those three, it's because two of them ganged up on Mr. Conroy and told him what to do. Now, if there is no skullfudgery there, it'll take the sheriffs about a half an hour to do it, and they've already done it. Okay? Technically, it was a short leave notice, and I got 10 days to file. Okay? And 10 days from now, I'll be filing a motion saying that when 98% of the people in Canada never entered into this legal trap that creates foreign jurisdiction, makes our drug policy fall under foreign jurisdiction, then we don't want to be party to that. Okay, because the affordability issues are a provincial matter. And should never be heard in federal court. Okay, we at the Marijuana Party are really offering a better program that actually totally legalizes cannabis. Okay, by paying a 10% city tax, and case law precedent says it's a done deal. Because here in Vancouver, it's just a matter of dotting the T's and crossing the I's. The city will take the tax. In the last 4 days, I've signed on 12 of the 30 some odd clubs. I think that's cool. Well, it's easy to do when one guy has 6. But, aside from that, things are moving along because the paperwork is coming through very clearly. Okay, and what can I say? Next week, or before the 1st, there will be a handshaking ceremony done through the Vancouver South Riding Association, where Don Briere and the mayor are agreeing to have them collect and remit a tax to them in return for carrying on as usual. And, we're just there happy to support you. Now, basically, you should read up my paperwork, okay? Growers are covered under agricultural fiduciary trusts of being a farmer, okay? And as a private individual, registered as a financial agent, you have some distinct rights that, because you're also a Revenue Canada agent by being a financial agent, okay? Which is this form you have to fill out once a year. And basically, our computers are doing all the paperwork, so don't worry about it. All you're doing is filling out one form on shortly after December 31st on how much taxes were collected and remitted through you. And for a farmer, that's basically bookkeeping entries. Okay, you don't really have to form an EDA, or start a co-op. You just have to operate books as a farmer, and that can easily be done. Your farming expenses and all of that can be easily done under Elections Canada paperwork protocol. And what's unique about this is we want to pay a 10% party sales tax to the city for our goods and services. And because we're offering this tax to every municipality that has a grow-op and every township that has a grow-op, where the grow-op is, we are certain that in BC, every one of those cities is going to take the tax. And as soon as they take the tax, your grow-op is protected. And it's because you're paying the tax. Period. Okay? That end of story, chapter and verse. Okay? Without the tax, none of this would be possible. And a 10% tax to become totally 100% legal is more than a good deal over anything out there, okay? Because this MMPR program is going to cost you an arm and a leg. Now, what can I say? This membership, okay, other things. If you don't want to be a grower, okay, if you don't want to be a grower or a dispensary member, because that's who being a financial agent becomes very important. But regular people who are just private individuals can become a private federal agent. And it's just the title I give you. You know, to make you a federal financial agent, all I have to put is federal financial agent on the form. And if you want to be a private financial agent, a private agent, EDA agent, that's what I write on the form. And with that one, you don't have to fill out one of these Elections Canada papers because you're really not in the business of buying, selling, trading, growing cannabis. You just want all the rights of being under freedom of contract. And all of this is $10. Okay? $10. $10. That's it. Under the law, we have to have a remuneration. Okay? And it actually is a pyramid scheme. But, you know, ask any lawyer. The Elections Act is rigged. Agents are rigged like a pyramid scheme. And the reason it's legal is because the government does it. We're just using their rules. Okay? As soon as you're an agent, you can sign up another agent. And that agent can sign up other agents or members. You know, agents and members and agents. You know, and as long as the taxes are being paid and remitted for the goods and services, it's 100% legal. It's simple as that. Okay, the cities will take it. It's a perfectly legal way to pay tax. To legalize the entire trade. It'll normalize the entire trade. It puts it under provincial jurisdiction, under medical issue rights, and you should just read up on my paperwork. It is that easy. Any grower can come up to somebody and make him, if he qualifies as to be a private individual agent, sign him up. Okay, that's all there is to it. I'll take my chances that a private individual agent is covered under any medical excuse he wants to use that's truthful, with or without a signature of a doctor. That's one of the powers that you get from being a private individual. As I say in my paperwork, I'm legalizing pot by returning private individual rights. And that's such an empowerment because it actually is, it makes the pot issue, the legalizing of pot, look like small change when compared to the bigger picture of the ramifications and benefits of full private individual rights. And on this, thank you very much.